Welcome back to Le Mans. We're doing a 30-minute race against the AI. Standing start, of course. There goes the green flag. We're off here. I won't be talking until we get to the Howson, so sorry for the quietness now. Yeah, we're doing a 30-minute race, starting at 8:30 p.m. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that was bad. Against the AI, we got the two Howson G8 and a G624 from 1967 against the Cobras. That's a GT car. Just to get the multi-class feeling going. Kicked off at 8:30 p.m, ending at 9 p.m. In terms of the setup, I've extended fifth gear a wee bit by one click, and I've dropped the tyre pressures front and rear with 2 clicks, both front and rear. And I've increased my starting fuel load so I can actually make it through the race. Just need to get this right over here because I think they actually brake for it. He's wide, he's massively wide. Has he recovered? Yes, he has. I also found out yesterday that my brake pedals, just as I finished recording the video, that my brake pedal pressure was all wrong, meaning that I had to brake a lot earlier, such as here, for example, where I'm still braking a lot earlier. Although not, because I just rammed that guy up the bottom. Which really changes the way the car behaves. And then this morning I saw that, or rather I read a comment on my video from one of the mod authors, which is, you know, very flattering. Although I don't feel like it really is deserving of that because I'm not really good at it. He's going to go up there, can't cut up the inside. So I thought I'd do another video out here. Especially this nighttime endurance racing. It's fantastic. Multi-class racing into the night. This is life. So good. There's so many good sections of this track that I've sort of gotten slightly better at since I did that video. That was literally your first look at the track. So now I've had a couple of hours put into it and I'm getting better. This next section here is fantastic. Really incredible. We all know this section here, but just up here where we go into this left kink, then immediately would go into the Porsche curves here where we carry on. And then this here we can get a 4-wheel drift going. And then down here towards White House, where if you're bold, like I have been yesterday, you can actually take this flat out, but you realise that if you get it just a millimetre wrong, you fly off into the barriers. So I don't do that anymore, but that's a really good feeling through there. Oh, it's such a nice feeling. So that was lap 1 completed here. Let's see here, can we just... Oh, I'll go up the... I won't go up the outside. I will, I'm in the barriers. This is wild. This is wild. This is really wild. He backed out of it. Very clever of him. There are 2 places on the track where you can track extend. That's one of them. My God, that car really is lively on the brakes. And that's the thing with these old cars. I sort of do prefer them to modern race cars because they are... I don't know what the right word is, but they're more lively in every way. They move about a lot more. They're both under braking. They really move under braking, really squirming. Like they don't want to be constrained by you. But also under power because you've got 1960s tyres on these things. You've got a massive 550 horsepower engine through those old tyres onto 1960s tarmac. It really is wild. It's so wild. It's fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. You can take a bit of a break here like I'm about to. Just grab a drink of water. Get the clutch foot of the clutch pedal. Just relax, let it run down here, take your hand off the wheel. just do some exercise with it so it doesn't cramp up. Just stay in it here. This up here is a flat out corner, which is really nice. Whee! Over the crest it's also flat out. Oh, they're arguing up there, look at that, they're arguing really hard. Coming up here, I'll brake about there. That's my old braking point. I will gladly use it again. Very hard on the brakes. Certainly I'm able to slow down it. Oh, he's up my inside, didn't know that was going on. Ran a bit wide there. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I tried to do a 60-minute race yesterday, which ended rather poorly on the second lap, where I apparently was 3 wide, didn't know, going into Dunlop. You don't want to be 3 wide going into Dunlop, I'll tell you that much, because you end up having a massive accident. Coming in here into the braking points, down here, braking about 200 metres to the corner. It's very lively there, it does begin to wobble quite badly for me through there. Just in here, just try and control it. You can see the wheel down there. You should be able to at the very least pick out some of the steering inputs that I'm making. Got somebody up me inside. Go on, go on. Oh, I thought you'd make it through there. No, you just jumped that, lovely. I would have rather had him through, and then I turned in a bit later and try and get him back on the exit, but that didn't really work for me. So we'll try and see if we can get him at another point. Don't know where that would be. Can't really do it through here, can we? Oh dear, oh dear. He lifted off a lot more than I expected him to. Can I really write this one out? No. How bad is it? There's nothing being shown, so I'm sure we can carry on. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. These people are thankfully slowing down. There's definitely something wrong with the car. Definitely got something wrong. Don't know if it's just because the tyre's overheating or what. And we'll do it. I'll stay quiet for this lap so you can hear the car and take in everything. That's a lap at Le Mans 1967. I have a massive vibration going on. I don't know, I can't do anything. I can pit and get it repaired, but that'll just completely take me out. I think this year's Le Mans actually told us a thing or two about staying in a race and actually winning. I mean, there's a massive vibration going on. It's ridiculous in my wheel. So if you can hear a massive vibration noise, that's why. So I definitely have some damage, and look at how dark it's getting now. Where are we? We'll have a look here now that we're in 4th. We're in 10. 4 seconds to the next bloke. We'll try and see if we can't work with it though. Just look at how it's getting darker and darker now. This is wild. I may just be on my own, but when it gets dark like this, you really don't know what to expect, what's coming up in front of you. It's fantastic. It's unlike anything else in the world to draw like this at night, even though it's quite a rough change. It's a lovely game engine. Come up here, pitch it in. And then just taking a breather down the straightaway. And then hard on the brake, try and control the squirming. Very early there. Now I do hope that with time we will see like Power and Glory or History X or Histor X or whatever it's called be converted to rFactor 2. As it will be fantastic for this track to see that, and all the other classic tracks. And I definitely do gravitate towards these historic circuits and historic cars. They're just, as I said, they're more lively. Sort of, it's like you. It just feels wilder somehow. It feels more like a fantasy, but it's real. Was real. And that's really great. And modern day race cars, they're great and all that. But are they this? No, they're not. I mean, they're fantastic, the modern LMP cars. They're rocket ships. The only way you can get LMP1 drivers these days, and Formula 1 drivers for that matter, is to go to people that couldn't really quite become a fighter pilot. They're the only ones that really qualify for that, due to all the stuff they have to do. It's exactly the same kind of environment with the many things you need to do at once. But this is wild, it's untamed, it really is something different. I'd rather do this than drive a Formula 1 car around Silverstone for half an hour. This feels more special. I mean, this is a bygone era. That's such a good corner, Tete Rouge. Such a good corner, because you come through, you're sliding through it, back ends out a bit, and you come out there and you've got the trees on the outside. Oh, I love it. I'm in the gravel, off the gravel please, thank you. Let's see if we can't catch Bruce Lee in front of us. Although I doubt it. Halfway through the race. it really becomes a whole different thing when it's at night. You have your same braking points out here, but everything it looks different. And you don't know, you might see a puff of smoke or something else just up the road, and you don't know if that's just a car spinning out. It's wild. It really is something very different. Oh, that's bad. No, do the gear change, you Dumbo. Right, let's try and stay with this bloke here and see if we can't get him back. Okay, that did change. I thought it didn't. Although this is a bold thing to say that I'll try and pass him, knowing what section we're going through and what happened previously. Holy fuck my arse! That was wild. That was entirely my own fault. Yeah, you sort of go, this is terrifying, this is stupid, I've crashed already. I'll give it another go, maybe I'll get it right. It's addictive. It's one of those things that you just can't quite explain why. But it's really special. Like how tight this section is really something special. Through here to Rouge, right in there, just clip the grass a bit on the power as you leave. Hopefully I'll have him this time. So what do we got here? We're gaining. Alright, we'll pull out here and try and see if we can't blast past thanks to the aero tow. Yeah, here we go. He's been dispatched. He might get us back down that Mulsanne corner. Not sure, we'll have to wait and see. But a pass is a pass, I say. I imagine doing this in real life, in night, when it's raining, or it's misty, as it sometimes is at Le Mans in the morning. It really was something extraordinary. Yep, there we go, let's see. Can we crisscross? Oh no, we can't do the crisscross because he banged into us. The madman. Building up a good run here though through the second kink. But I'm not going to argue that. And see, that's the thing there. I've crashed there because don't hit anything. Hello. Yeah, the issue there with that section is the AI, as this is a work in progress track, doesn't quite know how to deal with it. That's evidence there. The closing speed there, what you saw, all sorts of wrong. I just got crossed up. Okay, let's regroup. Let's try now and just use this blast here to screw up the tyres clean of debris and that. So just lift it off there just to scrape off a couple of miles. Don't want to blast through this with dirty tyres. He's very slow, and you've got to be really careful there. Yeah, I went off there because I would have gone off there regardless. I had committed at that point when I realised that he was going much slower than me. Had I touched the brakes, I would have overcorrected over there, shifted the weight forwards, gone off. So I just had to try and just sort of make it work like that, which really doesn't sit well with me, but sometimes that's just how it goes, you know. It's a learning experience, always learn. It's never a failure, you've just learnt something new from it. That's the thing about life. Sometimes things don't work out. Just remember to learn from it. That way it's not a complete failure, or rather it's not a failure because you've actually learned from it. When we're looking at that, I need to be looking at this here. We'll try and get these guys as we go past these trees here. We'll see if we can't get them further down the Howson. I don't know if I'm close enough to get an aero tow off of them, but I'll try and drive behind them just in case. I mean, look at that. You can see the headlights of the cars in front of you. It's spectacular, this. It really is. There's nothing quite like Le Mans. Certainly nothing quite like Le Mans back in the day. I think we're gaining now on him. I think my long gearing is actually working out here. Oh, I haven't talked about that, have I? Yeah, on my setting, on my setup for the car, I have extended 4th gear with 1 click, just to increase my top speed. I have also reduced my tyre pressures front and rear with 2 clicks, just to help me out with the traction. It does seem to make a bit of a difference, so just got to stick with it. Probably can do a bit more. Don't know if there's anything I can do in terms of suspension to make it a bit more compliant. I may actually soften it up a bit, maybe that will help us out. He's up the inside towards the king, lovely. I mean, I'm definitely carrying some damage around, so I don't know how fast we will be. Whoa! Alright, Mr. Dive Bomb. This may be our second last lap, we may just get one more. Not 100% sure though. That's wild. This section here is what really keeps me coming back because it's so incredible. But when you go in on a 4-wheel drift through a corner, it's really something else entirely. See, that's wild as well, that. Quite wild. I'll shut up for this track lap here and you can hear the lovely sounds. So that's a lap at Le Mans with a couple of incidents along the way. Really is spectacular, I have to say. Around we go, around we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, up the inside. Yes! No! Can we do him up the inside coming out of Tête Rouge? No, we can't, because I'm massively wide there. He's actually pulling away from us now down the Mulsanne here. Don't think we can actually get him. What's the remaining time? Oh yeah, this will be the last lap. Don't think we're going to get back. Don't think the leader's going to get back either. We've dropped back very far though. Haven't seen the GT cars yet. Suppose that's because we've dropped back a fair bit. Oh, here we go though. We're pulling up here. Right past the bugger. I really shouldn't cut in like that. That just sort of helps him pop through. We'll just tip it in. Very nice. Keep it off that. Don't want to go out there. The open cockpit ones just seem to be a bit quicker, which just makes sense. They have less aero drag. So we got a fairly decent run here. I'm not going to go for a pass coming into the Indy kink. Just brake it. Just let it ride out there. It really does get really squirmy over there. It does quite a bit here. I'm wide, I'm wide, I'm wide, I'm wide, I'm wide. Don't know why that's happening. This is definitely your first gear corner. It doesn't matter though. There we go. Yeah, this is the last lap. I think, I don't know how it works, I don't know if it's the leader that has to take the flag or if it's just us. If it's a proper Le Mans race. Oh, we've got a yellow flag out, yellow flag, let's just lift it off here. I don't know why I'm not seeing anything. We cleared the yellow. Oh, we got a car off in a big way. Huge crash. That's a position for us though. Any more drama? Last lap drama? Checkered flag. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Woo! This is hairy. Well, no, that's the first GT car. Just as we cross the line, we come to the first GT car. Shame, I hoped to go through that field, but maybe I shouldn't have had all those incidents along the way. I mean, it really is spectacular. I just don't know what to say. This is spectacular. Really, if you've got rFactor 2 and you like to be a bit scared, a bit excited and a bit aroused, check out this track and have a pop in this car, because it's fantastic. We just need a couple more period cars to drive, because this Howson, or Lola as I think it is, just kind of deserves it. I've only recently gotten back into this old sim racing thing, and with this, oh boy, this is really good fun. Well mate, we're racing, you know that, right? We have finished. Yeah, we have finished here, because they're not being scored. So, anyway, a 30-minute from Le Mans, 1967, which is fantastic. I just need a bit of a break now, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.